welcome to another edition of Flores Solutions. Today we're going to go over distance learning and how that might impact your business. With COVID-19 restrictions, you might find that some of your employees are having to stay at home and teach their kids via distance learning with the school districts. Here to talk a little bit more about that and how it can affect your bottom line is Michelle Flores.
Yes, thank you for that intro, Andrew. So today we would like to discuss the very real dilemma many employers are facing with their teams that have working parents. Being a working parent is always an additional responsibility, but is one that most employees accept and face head-on. Working parents have fine-tuned the process of juggling their work schedules, meetings, deadlines, with their children's school drop-offs, aftercare activities, sports games, and practice times. However, as we all know, 2020 and COVID-19 have thrown a huge wrench in this previously harmonized dance as the unthinkable reality of distance learning has entered into the picture. Not only does the closure of schools and an era of distance learning cause stress for the children and parents alike, it has also become a tough situation for employers as well. Do you find yourself wondering how this will impact the productivity and results of your employees? If so, you're not alone. The fact of the matter is, the closure of schools to a distance learning model is also incredibly disruptive to the workforce and the economy, leaving many parents wondering how they can possibly be at home with their children to teach them while simultaneously keeping their job. How are some tips that you have to be working together with your team to keep your valued employees and work together with them through this extremely challenging time? Number one, communicate. Communicate with your working parents. Take a survey of your team to see how many distance learning is impacting them and host a meeting to talk about how you are trying to put together a plan that will allow the company to support your parents through it. Letting your team know that you are aware of the stress and are willing to communicate with them about it will help ease the tension and anxiety of all parties involved. This pandemic is bringing about many obstacles for businesses, and the only way to get through them is to continue to work together and communicate as a team. Number two, consider if flex schedules could be accommodated. Can you have your employees flex their work to only encompass blocks of times during core business hours and then flex their other scheduled hours throughout the day? This option would ensure customer service standards are still met, productivity levels are achieved, and simultaneously allows your working parents to have more time throughout the day to spend with their children to teach and support them through distance learning. A third tip, going to a remote work environment. More than likely, if you operate an office setting, you have already been forced into remote work with the onset of COVID-19. If remote work can be readopted for working parents, that could be a great option to help allow them to work from home alongside their children and alleviate childcare issues many of your employees are facing. Granted, remote work does not work for everyone or every type of business, but it should be an easy solution to seriously consider if technology permits it. A fourth consideration, consider offering makeup time. Makeup time is allowing employees to make up time on their normal scheduled shift at a later date without incurring overtime. Employees may not work more than 11 hours a day or 40 hours in a work week as a result of making up time that was or will be lost due to a personal obligation. Makeup time can be a great option for working parents who, for example, may need to head out for the day to assist their children with a special Zoom call or a special distance learning project. Number five, reevaluate your team schedules and talk with the entire team to see if there are fellow coworkers who can assist with picking up shifts your working parents would normally cover. Redesigning schedules may be upfront work, but it could go a long way in retaining your workforce and creating a loyalty and bond amongst your team members. In conclusion, there really isn't a perfect solution for operators to hand over to their employees. The reality is it's going to be a challenge for both the employees and the employer. But if you're openly and communicate and strategize a plan that is suitable for maintaining business operations while also showing grace and compassion for your working team members, then we believe this will result in the best possible outcome. 2020 and COVID-19 have been full of curveballs, and distance learning is just one more thrown your way. Together, we can move forward, and employers can help navigate the way with you. Give us a call today to further consider strategizing your business operations.
Wow, Michelle, that's a lot of great information,
Lots
a
of
lot of
info.
great points. So yeah, like she said, if you're more interested in learning about that, definitely give us a call.
Absolutely.